Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Madness. Should you play Hearthstone? So what is Hearthstone? Well, it's Blizzard's traditional card game, or trading card game, also known as a TCG, based around the World of Warcraft universe. So if you're at all familiar with World of Warcraft, you'll be familiar with a lot of this, and it's all based very firmly within the World of Warcraft universe. So you have a bunch of sort of neutral cards. See, there's Murloc back there. And you have 9 different classes you can play, all based around the World of Warcraft classes. No Death Knight yet, no Monk. I don't even know if they've introduced anything else since then. I have a new card. Oh, there we go, Golden Vanish. That's nice. Just realised there's no descriptive text on Vanish, because it's Vanish. Oh, that's terrible. That is the worst joke. Anyway, I'm going to jump into the game, show you how to play. I'm going to play my Arsenal Magus, because I am working on a quest at the moment. Hunter or Mage Dominance, win 5 games with the Hunter or Mage, and I need to start winning some games. So that's why I'm currently working with that. It's basically based around using spells to take out the opponent's monsters, and I've got a various amount of monsters that work around. I've set a synergy with spells, getting attack, let's say the Mana Worm, things like that. Really useful. But anyway, why should you play Hearthstone? Well, for one thing, it's free. That's a really big reason to play Hearthstone. It is free as free can be. You never have to spend money on this game if you don't want to. The major expansions thus far have been free. Goblins vs. Gnomes was free. The single-player adventure modes have been paid for, and unfortunately with those, there are specific cards you can only get through those, so you'd have to trump out money for that, but you can get along without it. Now, I've got a pretty good opening hand here. I can throw out the Mana Worm to begin with, so that sits there for a turn, can't attack the first turn it's put in, unless it's got charge, which it doesn't. Next turn I can play the Unstable Portal. That will buff that up to a 2-3, so I can attack with that. That's what I get from it. A Pit Lord! There we go. I got a 1-cost Pit Lord. That sounds brilliant. I don't know whether to play that next turn. I may just play the Arcane Intellect. Does deal 5 damage to your hero, but it's now a 1-cost. So, yeah, I could probably live with that. Alternatively, I could play the Pit Lord and Arcane Missiles, but I really kind of want to use the Arcane Missiles as removal of some kind. So, there we go. And another Unstable Portal. Brilliant. So that Mana Worm is nicely buffed up. The new adventure will be coming out next month, April the 3rd, I believe. So that's bound to have a bunch of different stuff in it. I'm just going to use that to ping that. Every hero has their own hero power. In my case, deal 1 damage to anything. And I'm just going to go ahead and cast another Unstable Portal. Hopefully I'll get something I can play for 0 cost. Now, Ancient of Lore, though. Very good. There we go. It's now a 4-3 Mana Worm, and it is going to town. I presume this is a Face Hunter of some kind? Yeah, it looks like a Face Hunter. Is he going to do the good thing and run it into that? No, he isn't. I think he's being a tad silly. Quite frankly, he might be being a bit daft. I'm going to throw out the Arcane Missiles. There we go. I could just straight up... that deals 5 damage, that heals me. So, I might throw out the... No, I'll throw out the Harvest Golem and the Pit Lord. Let's have some fun. Next turn, I can throw out the Ancient of Lore in order to buff my health back up, or I can throw down the Sentient Shieldmaster. That has Taunt. So, that can just sit there, and he can only attack that unless he has... Oh, bad luck. Unless he has spells which will bypass the Taunt. Bad luck with that Harvest Golem, because that just brought it back as a 2-1. What is that? I have a horrible feeling that is an explosive shot. Is it a freezing trap? Misdirection. Well, that was the best possible person to use the misdirect on. Easily. Now, what to play next? He's not played anything yet, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and restore myself 5 health. And I'm going to throw out the Snow Chugger. And I'm just going to start punching him in the face again. It looks like this game is pretty much sewn up in the bag. This has been a really good game for me. Anyway, I really haven't been explaining much about Hearthstone, have I? No, the reason you should play it is it's free, as I mentioned. It's also very simple. Like, it's very simple, and that is a very good thing. Mate, you're dead, unless you've got anything. There we go, well played. It's very simple. If you've played any TCGs in the past, then you know that they can have some fairly complicated game mechanics. You can have to, we'll just go ahead and play another game, I think. You might have to, there's tribute summoning in Yu-Gi-Oh! In Magic the Gathering, there is the land system. Things like that. In this, you don't have to worry so much about that. You have a steady mana curve that goes up by 1 mana crystal per turn, and that dictates what you can play. You probably saw that in the last battle against another mage. This is probably going to go not quite as well. Interesting start, but I get to go second, which means I get the coin. So I think I'll throw out one of those Harvest Golems. I was hoping for another Mana Worm. Still, I can play a Harvest Golem turn 2, which is not bad at all. Or I can hold on for an early Senjin. So Hearthstone simplifies the whole TCG thing by basically saying, well, look, you just play what you want to play, we'll handle all the mechanics. There's no tributing to get big things out, you simply need a large amount of mana crystals. Sure, you get the more complicated game mechanics later and the synergies, but you always get those in any TCG. You get those in any TCG, so that's certainly not restricted just to this. You can destroy these things. So, yeah, Hearthstone has a learning curve, and it can be quite a steep one. It can be kinda steep at times, and playing against other people can be a real pain in the ass, because you've really got to think about what you're doing. Really think ahead. What is he doing? Well, I will quite happily sort of play these out against each other. Might just throw down another Harvest Golem, to be perfectly honest, because they're so useful. Good sticky minion. At the end of this video, I'll show you a pack opening. I've got enough gold to buy myself a pack in the game. Like, you can go ahead and use real money to buy packs, but the advantage is essentially speed, because you earn currency in the game. I could do with a fireball right now. You earn currency in the game through just playing the game. So, I'll throw out the Senjin, actually. So there's generally no real need to buy cards, unless you really want to. Opening packs in any TCG is great fun. I appreciate that entirely. I've bought a couple of packs myself from time to time. But for the most part, I've been happy to wait for the gold to come in. There is also the arena mode, which is another fun mode. You are given a choice of between a choice of 3 cards. You pick one, you do that 30 times, and you basically assembled a random deck. You then go in and you face other people with random decks. You keep going with that deck until you've lost 3 times or you've won 12 times. Whichever one comes first, and you get prizes depending on how well you did. It's really good fun. Now, I'm in a bit of a strange, sticky situation here. I think I'll ping that, and I'll throw that into that. There we go. So that gets rid of that. I might just Arcane Intellect, because he's still got to get through that before he can properly do anything to me. So, and I get another Unstable Portal. I love that card. I've completely lost my thread now, my train of thought. But Hearthstone is really good, really simple. Definitely play. They're not tutorial missions as such. You play against the CPU with a basic card set. It gives you a bunch of basic cards to start out. I think you get... Fugan. Interesting. I need to do something about him. Otherwise there might be a Thaddeus in the works. I think you get a random booster when you start out, but I'm not entirely sure about that, so... I don't think I've got silence in this deck. I think it might be worth playing the... Well, I definitely want to play that, but I might throw out the Mana Worm as well. You can basically trade for everything. So I think I'll throw that out, and then I'll ping it. So let's not bother with the... There we go. Hopefully he's not got a Fugan. If he's got a Fugan, I'm in trouble, because then he might have a Thaddeus. However, if he's got a Thaddeus, hopefully I'll pull a Polymorph, which is very hard removal. I might deal with that. Oh, look at that. Bloody heal. And then he can finish off my stuff. What a bastard. Now, Might want to... I think I'll throw this out and hench it up a bit. Because I've got the Unstable Portal, I've got the 2 mirror images. What am I going to get from the Unstable Portal? Get a Nightblade. 2 cost. It's not a great minion, but for 2 cost you can't really complain, can you? Let's see if I get lucky with the Arcane Missiles. I do, and I can trade that out. Absolutely fantastic. That's me with a good strong board. Yeah, there is a learning curve, as I said, but there always is with a trading card game. Like, you've got to think about trading up from mana cost, which things to sack when, what cards to hold on to, what cards to use. Things like that, you've always got to keep a hold of it. He might have a Flame Strike. If he's got Flame Strike, I might cry, because I won't have had a chance to punch him with that yet. Still, I've got enough. Next turn, I'll probably throw out the Stormwind Champion and buff everything up. Come on, you gotta have something. You've got 8 mana. You're gonna have something. Something, good sir! And he's gonna ping that and do 2 damage to everything. Yeah. I'll ping that! Oh, that seemed like a terrible idea. I mean, I suppose he's making it so that it can definitely be destroyed, but I'm still gonna get value out of it, especially once I play this. And I'm just gonna ignore it. And I'm just gonna punch him in the face. There we go. So again, going quite well. But do stick with it, because it's a really good... look at that polymorph coming out. It's a really, really good game. Like, it's great fun. Fucking hell, another Ancient Heal bot. This is really annoying. You can't throw it into anything, mate. You're just going to have to plink away at that. You're going to be at that for a while. Or I could put him out of his misery. Could Blizzard. Could Soot Spew a Blizzard and kill everything on his side of the board. That does sack... I'll wait for that. I'll wait for that combo. Let's throw out the Gurubashi. How much mana have I got? I've got loads. I'll throw out the Gurubashi. And I'll throw out the Arcane Intellect. Again, we can buff that Mana Worm up to high heavens. There we go. Got some nice, tasty, tasty removal. And he is down to low health again. I haven't really been probing for secrets very well. I'm going to guess this is either an ice block. It's got to be an ice block. That'll stop him from dying, but he's going to silence that. That's not really a massive issue. There we go, and he's going to throw that into that. Doesn't really matter, he's dead, I think. I think he's dead. I think I've got him. He's probably got, like, he's got a Flame Strike. If he's got a Flame Strike, I will cry. Because I don't have him if he's got a Flame. Kel'Thuzad! That's beautiful. I love that card. It is amazing. I might just polymorph it out of spite, because I think I can kill him anyway. Let's just punch him in the face. Hang on, he's probably got an ice block. So what we want to do is bring him as close down as we possibly can.
This one's mine.
That. And then attack him with that. No, he's dead. Okay. There we go. That never triggered. Well played. Well, I thought I was convinced that was an ice block. I don't know what else it could have been. I suppose it must have been a counter spell, but I never played him. He didn't play any spells, so there we go. I hope that has convinced you to give it a try. I've got to the wrong area. I can't open the pack yet. I'm going to open myself a Goblins vs. Gnomes pack. Like I said, 1 pack. 100 gold. 100 gold's pretty easy to come by. Each quest usually gives you around 40 gold a go. You get 1 quest a day, up to a maximum of 3. Some of them give you more. Really, really easy to get yourself a good collection quite quickly. There we go. Woo! There are also versions available on the iPad and Android tablets. It pretty much runs on anything. What have I got here? I've got 2 rares. That's the little blue and the little drum roll. The little blue glow and the drum roll. So let's see what these common ones are. Ah, cool. 2 Gnomeregan Infantry. I don't think I've had that before. And my 2 rares, Goblin Blast Mage and an Illuminator. Ooh, I could build a Mech Mage deck. I do like that. That would be fun. Anyway. Thank you very much for watching. I certainly think you should play Hearthstone. I think you should certainly give it a try. I think everybody should give it a good try, because it's a bloody good game. Really good fun. Blizzard have done very well in creating this. Is anybody really surprised? They're really good at making games, just generally. Oh yes, just briefly, the crafting system. So you can craft cards you've got. You can only have a maximum of 2 cards in any deck at any time. So anything you've got over 2, you can break down into magic dust, and then you can use that to build other cards. So I could build this into Blade Master if I wanted to. Don't want to, but I could. I quite like a Hobgoblin, to be perfectly honest, because that's a really good card. I think that would be really fun to make. But I can't make it, because I don't have the cost. So I need to save up for that, or hopefully try and get one in a random thing. Anyway, as I was saying, thank you very much for watching. My name has been Madness. Hopefully I will see you in Hearthstone. Don't, feel free to add me on Battle.net. That's what it's called. I will see you next time. Madness, out.